Back where we belong. Welcome back, guys. Son of Scotland TV here to review the St Johnstone versus Hearts game in Perth. A little bit late and out of date, but better late than never. And you can say the same thing about us getting into third place. I said at the start of the season when we were struggling, a lot of people weren't happy. A lot of people were panicking, saying we wouldn't make top six. We're not going to get third place. They wanted Nielsen out. And I says, look, once we're done with Europe, once we begin to get some of our injured players back, we will move up the table and we will finish third. And I said I think we'll finish third with a few games to spare, and now we're already into third place. And honestly, man, I would expect us just to pull away now from this point onwards to the end of the season. I don't understand these people that wanted Nielsen out. We had probably the worst injury list I have ever seen in Scottish football, and you add into the fact that we had European games every single Thursday night that other teams in the league didn't have. It's no surprise that we got off to a pretty poor start. Now, am I annoyed that we're so far behind the old firm? Yes, ideally I would like to run them closer. I'm under no illusion that we're going to win the league, but it would be nice to be in third place and at least close to the top two. But like I said, injuries, European football, we've had a lot to deal with, and I'm glad now that we're beginning to come through at the other end. I wish we were a bit closer to the top two, but you know what? We're in third place, and if we finish the season in third place, if we can maybe have a good Scottish Cup run, and again, get ourselves guaranteed for some European football next season, you can't complain with that. So I think people need to lay off the team. I think they need to lay off Robbie Nielsen. Again, it's not been a perfect season, it's not been a great season, but considering everything we've had to deal with, we're already in third place. I think we're doing okay, and I expect us to kick on now in the second half of the campaign. But let's talk about the St Johnstone game. So this was kind of like penalties galore. A lot of penalties awarded in this game. First penalty, Shankland with a goal. I think it was a penalty. It touches the St Johnstone defender. His arm is out and the ball is going towards goal. So I don't think you can have any complaints here. For me, this was a penalty. Shankland then finished it. We had Alan Forrest with a great finish not long after that to make it 2-0. Lovely finish how he just slid it across the ground past the goalkeeper. So 2-0 up. Then St Johnstone get a penalty. This one was, I don't know, I don't think it was as clear cut as the other one. Devlin is trying to slide in, he's trying to get a block, he sticks his leg out and his arms naturally come up to try and keep your balance as he's thrown his leg out to try and get a block on the ball. It does hit his hand. It is on the edge of the box. You know, I've no complaints, but again, I don't think this was as clear cut as the first one, but I can understand why they've given a penalty, although I do think it was slightly harsh. Carey missed the penalty, but then it was, what's his name? The big guy up front, Stevie May. Stevie May got a penalty. Again, this one for Snodgrass. He's got his hands on Stevie May. I can't deny it, right? But Stevie May does go down very easily. So again, I can see why the penalty was given. But in my opinion, there wasn't really enough contact for Stevie May to go down the way he went down. Pretty poor for Stevie May to do that. But at the end of the day, you know, he done it, he got his team a penalty and he converted it. So St Johnstone got back into it. He thought it might get nervy, but then Barry Mackay, what a strike this was for Barry Mackay, by the way, about 30 yards out here. Just great strike into the bottom right hand corner. Fantastic goal for Barry Mackay. His first goal since August. So yeah, it's about time he got a bloody goal. Let's be honest, he's not hit the heights this season that he did last season. So hopefully we can see Barry Mackay kick on now in the second half of the campaign. But then it was Murphy with another strike for St Johnstone. He kind of pegged Kai Rolls while he was doing it. Beat Zander Clark. Zander Clark, by the way, making his debut for Hearts in the league. I wish it was under better circumstances rather than, you know, the double leg break to Craig Gordon. It was nice to see Zander Clark play, but he didn't really have that much to do. I can't really blame him. I wouldn't blame him for the penalty. And at the second St Johnstone goal, I think he was kind of caught off guard. Not a lot he could have done about it. So, I mean, I'm not complaining that we didn't really get to see him in action that much. But, yeah, it's hard to judge Zander Clark's performance because he just didn't have a lot to do. So that was it really. We held out. St Johnstone did have a chance late on with a header. Originally, I thought Clark saved it, but on a second viewing, it looked like it hit the top of the bar before going out for a goal kick. So we held on. First win in Perth since 2010. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe it's been that long. 12 years since we beat St Johnstone. you know, away from home. That's, to me, I can't believe that. That's mad. But I'm glad we got the win. And like I said earlier, we are now up into third place. We're on 28 points. We are 3 points behind, 3 points in front of Aberdeen, should I say, with a game in hand. So we win our game in hand and we go 6 points ahead of Aberdeen. So you can't really ask for much more than that, guys. We're now into third. I don't think we'll have third place taken off us. Like I said, if anything, I expect us to increase the gap and stretch the gap from the teams behind us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of the season. For me, it's all about finishing the league strong, pulling away from the teams behind us, and if we can have a good Scottish Cup run, then that is what I would love to see. So that game is coming up against Hibs. Can't wait for it. Be a great opportunity to essentially just end Hibs this season. You know, I'm not Hibs obsessed or anything like that, but if we can benefit by, you know, ending Hibs this season then early, then I will take that. So yeah, sitting in third place, guys. Good win away from home against St Johnstone. Lots of positives, I think, and I think we will only get better as the season goes on. Robbie Nielsen in, although it looks like Robbie Nielsen's hair is definitely on the way out, but who knows, maybe the hair transplant that he's getting will do a good job and he'll bring his blonde locks back one day. Anyway guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Let me know what you thought down below and I'll see you later. Apologies for the late out-of-date review. Hopefully next time we can do it a bit earlier, but yeah, just didn't really get to see the game till today, so out of date, but better late than never, just like us getting into third. Till next time, guys, peace.